A disaster. Crazy. Pussy, legendary princess. How's it going? Sorry for all the confusion earlier. YouTube's giving me a hard time. Trying to tell everybody that's in the other chat. Hey Aaron, sorry about. Hey Clint, is everybody over here from the other one? Crazy issues tonight. It just like last week. I don't understand. Thank you, legendary princess. Thoroughly appreciate that. I don't know what the issue. I think from now on, guys, I'll put out a post saying, hey, I'm going to be live at this time, and I'm not going to set it up early, because it seems like every single time I try to set it up early, beside the first time, I've had some issues. I don't get it, but it is what it is. We try to be positive and move on, right? So, I got some news. I'm going to wait till just about everybody gets here. Let me see. Hey, Kane, what's going on? Crazy weather. Crazy weather. How you doing? Joe K, what's going on? Who else we got in here? Now I can chat. Now it's not all messed up. We have Legendary Princess. We have Aaron D. AA Ron. We got, who else? Watch City. How's it going, Watch City Knives? How's it going? King Joe. Did I say Clint? What is up? So what's going on, everybody? WCK. I don't know what that means. Oh, Watch City Knives. Okay. Rolf, what's going on, Rolf? Sean, what's going on? Nice win the other night, Sean. That was awesome. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm sure you're excited. That's a nice win. That was a good one. Dwayne Letterman, what's going on? All right. There's not many of us in here yet, but either way, I want to make something a point. We're all part of the knife community. We all know Blade Walker. We want to get him to 1,000. That'd be really cool. Please, if you subscribe to me or you're just watching right now, if you could go subscribe to him, I'd really appreciate it, and I know he would as well. And I will say this, I'm very upset at myself for not talking to him earlier. He is one of the most genuine people I've met, and what a good guy. I actually look forward to getting a phone call when his name pops up, which is odd for me, because usually when my phone rings, I'm one of those people that are like, can I ignore it? Click. But nah, I get excited when I see his name pop up. I'm like, hey, I can talk to somebody that's cool. And I'm sure that's the case with most of you guys. I like talking to almost all of you. These very few people in this community I don't enjoy talking to. But yeah, please, if you haven't subbed to Blade Walker, go and do it. Please. We got to get him to 1,000. We got to. With that being said, I don't know if you guys have seen these on Rolf and Barbie's channels, or anybody else's, these Troll Hunter patches. Hit up Bushcraft Farm. They're really cool. I got 2 pairs for my kid. Charges a very fair price. How's it going, Barbie? Kathleen Smith, how are you? Mick Ranger, what's going on? So yeah, I don't know if you guys heard any of that about Blade Walker, but if you didn't, the short part is go sub to him. Blade Walker's an awesome guy. Got to get him to the 1,000 mark. That's the goal right now. Besides that, I do have some news. I'm going to wait till some more people get in here. I'll also repeat that spiel. None for now, what's going on. But yeah, put in the comments what you guys carried, what you're cooking, what you're eating. Let me know. My carry was kind of all over the place today. At the beginning of the day, I had my shard, the Damascus with the PEI or Ultim, whatever you want to call it. I actually enjoy this knife. It doesn't get carried as much as it should. This knife hasn't left my pocket since I got it. This was sent from Knives and Gear Insight and Dragoon, and I was really thankful to get this because truth is I didn't have the money for it at the time, and this is a fantastic knife for 100, and I think they're 110 or 105, but they are really good. This is the Riot PLXT. It is. It's fantastic. Today I carried my Miguron, which if you guys haven't tried out Miguron, I'm telling you, you'll enjoy them. Get on it. They're very fair price. I think these are 70 or 80. And this is the Moyarl. I hope that's pronounced right. If not, sorry. And this is one that Kelly White sent over a while ago. I used to have the big brother of this, but what a fun fifth pocket carry. A great little knife. What's going on, Knives Alive? How we doing? And then I changed pants, did some things. I threw on the Rock Toll. Oh, speaking of Barbie, I know you had. I didn't hear all of it because I was driving. You were talking about these things right here. What those are locks for, say, you're using your driver. That'll lock. See, now it won't close. That's what these are. And then you push it in and close it. No, there is no spring on this. For me, I like that. I don't like the ones with springs. It's just how I use them. I cut a lot of wire. This has been fantastic. And I don't know if you guys know this. Mine came with an Oz 10 blade, but I did win this on DBD's channel. I also got sent it with the S35 VN blade, which was kind of a pain to install, I'm not going to lie. Because figuring out how to put the scissors back together was a nightmare. But I will say this. No, yeah. The scissors on this thing are amazing once you click them in. They're really good scissors. They're super sharp, super slicey. I seen Jason Beecher come in. What's going on, Jason Beecher? Lisa's got style. How's it going? I don't think I've seen you here before, but I'm glad to see you. What's going on? But yeah, let me see those carries in the comments below, guys. I haven't seen any yet. I carried my Bulldog today. Yes, Clint got that TRM Bulldog. Clint, how far are you from Three Rivers, Mass? I'd imagine me and you are about the same distance. We should go up there one day. I was surprised how heavy that tool is. I like it. I like it a lot. It's very, very good. Quiet Carry IQ, Quiet Carry West, Kubi Ballistic. I really like that Kubi Ballistic. How you feeling about it, Knives Alive? Let's see, what is McRanger carrying? The Kaiser T Titanium October, Countycom Ultim Corgi. I missed out on that. I don't think they have them at Countycom anymore. I should have grabbed that. And the Olight Baton 3. Derek, for real. Hey, you made it. And I forgot to tell you, too. Actually, I also forgot to tell Chris. I forgot to tell Chris. Paper Tiger, what's going on? If you want to, Aaron D. Is it this freak, Aaron? Everybody knows, people bag on Benchmade. I love the Freak. I think the Freak is a fantastic knife. I got one around here somewhere. Yeah. This is a great knife. Hey, how's it going from Canada? What part of Canada are you like? Toronto, Vancouver, British Columbia. But yeah, I love this. It must have been because I just got on YouTube for the first time. Nice. Since I've been back. I'm playing in the wood. What are you, chopping up wood? I'll call Chris. Thank you. War Room. That's what I was checking. Winnipeg. So that's considered what, Manitoba? Or close to there? I don't know the provinces and how Canada works. I'm sorry. I'm a little ignorant with that. It's close to Toronto. All right. Now, is that one of... Yeah, Manitoba. See, I know a little something, something. That's an English-speaking province, though, right? That's not like parlez-vous français and whatnot. I also find it weird with Canadian French. It's a weird dialect. I've noticed I have French people in my family from France, and I got some from Canada. And even like the way they say monkeys, it's a Z instead of a G, and I don't know. I find it weird. They even like table stuff like that. They pronounce it a little different. I don't know much French, but I know a little. Actually, I wasn't even. Yeah, it's kind of family. We'll go with that. But yeah, it's great to see everybody here. I'm always kind of blown away how many people show up in these lives. I never expected that. And while I'm on that, I want to say, please, please, if you're not subscribed to Blade Walker. All right, thank you, Derek. If you're not subscribed to Blade Walker, please, I am begging you. We got to get him to 1,000. Spread this around. Do whatever you can. One of the nicest people in the community. I would love to see him pass 1,000. I'd like to see him get at 1,500. There's enough of us. I know there's when I go on an MC live stream giveaway, there's what 2,000-3,000 people at a time in those things. Yeah, we got to get him up. And I just seen Jimmy Crow. Well, I'll tell you guys now. Well, if you guys can get me to 500, if I can put in the work, which I have not been doing, I'll be 100% honest with that. I will try always to not miss a live, no matter how down I feel. I just took a bunch of meds, hence why I'm all uppity. But I know I feel like crap, and I did feel good yesterday, but not today. But I got some mail in from the Mr. Jimmy Crow, and this knife was donated by Kelly White. This is a cool one. I don't know if you guys are into, your classy CEO style carries. This is one of the ones that brought that style back, and I'm pretty shocked by it. It's really cool. Jimmy did a great job making this look like bamboo, honestly. I think it does, at least. And this is the CRKT CEO. That was tough to say for some reason. But yes, very cool liner lock, as you see. And what a classy little knife. I like these. It's got great action on this one. It's got that nice stiff detents I like. Until it just slams open. I have a harder time with this one because of my fat fingers. But when it goes, it really smacks home. But Jimmy Crow does amazing work. So, if we can get to 500, one of you will be blessed with this. Mail from War Room. Oh, Derek, he does. I'll show one right now. I'll show mine because I love mine, and it's one of those knives that is constantly gracing my pocket. And of course, I was very lucky because it's one of my favorite knives too. And it really did stay centered really good that last time I put some blue Loctite on it. As the I won this one from God, who did I win this from? It wasn't Titanium Justin, it was his buddy Iowa AK. But yes, YouTube Music Portal, how's it going? So yeah, the next thing, seeing as how we got Mr. Jimmy Crow on, the same person we need to get to 1,000 told me some colors that you like. So this is after just a little bit of sanding. I got it to about 3,000. Did a wet sand and just a quick little buff. I don't know if I can get that to focus, but this will be drilled out and mailed to Mr. Jimmy Crow. And maybe another one, because I was told you like blue. And I don't think I put enough blue in this one. And plus, I want to try some silver with it. I think blue and silver would really just give that pop. I have that one's done. The one on mine is done. And yeah, that's number 3. I've been writing them all down too. I did start making one for, I believe this one's going to be Kathleen. I've tried something new on every single one of these beads. So with Kathleen's, I tried making it a complete clear ball first to add. I really like when you look at them and they have that little like magnification type spot that like blows up the color, and the colors are right underneath it. So I'm figuring I'll try this one all encapsulated first. It's just a tiny little hole where I can pour color in, which is not going to come in because, oh yeah, it is right there. But yeah, I'm hoping this one will come out really cool. They've all came out really cool in their own unique way, which is kind of what I like wanted, of course. And I had 2 junk ones so far. The 2 I started with were not what I had imagined, so. And then I'm kind of getting the hang of it. Hey, Titanium Justin. Actually, I think Justin would have really liked the purple and green one I did for the person that won the giveaway last week, which got sent out. I got to send him his tracking numbers, but that got sent out. Marissa LSK, how's it going? Marco, what's going on? Brian F, I don't think I said hi. If I did, well, you get to. How about that? Speaking of LSK, did anybody check out their last video? Can't wait to see them posting again. They've been very, very busy, but it was very nice to see them do a stream. Was going through my LSK withdrawals. As you know, that's how I got this time spot. At least most of you know that. And now we got more people in here. Vix Blade, Marissa, Titanium Justin. Once again, guys, we are trying to get Blade Walker to 1,000. I'd like to see him go more than that, way more. Let's get him to 1,500. That's what I'd like to see. He's a great guy. I've been lucky enough to start talking to him more recently, but I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt for not doing it in the past, and I do that with a lot of you guys. Hey, Fook, what's going on? Yeah, I'm super bummed. There's so many good people in this community that it pains me when I think about it. Like, I could have been talking to these people 4 or 5 years ago when I was just sitting there just watching the content, keeping it myself. It kind of pays in this community to talk to everybody. So many good people, and it's awesome. Absolutely, Titanium Justin. Blade Walker is a fantastic person, and he's been helping me out a lot. I know there's a certain amount of you guys out there that help me to the point where if I didn't have you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. I mean, even down to this. I didn't pay for this, and it came at a time where I couldn't have paid for it because I just didn't have the money. And Dragoon, and that was Knives and Gear Insight. That's Ronnie. They really helped me out. They're really good people. Yeah. There's same thing with BEDC. BEDC really helped me out with this guy here. This is the North Mountain Blades Chop 2. I just didn't have the cash for it at the time because everybody knows I'm throwing all my cash to Blade Show, which is going to cost me an arm and a leg. Driving a big old V8 down there, but it's worth it. I get to put faces to, I get to put some faces to the names, and I consider myself pretty lucky to be able to do that. Also, if you guys are shopping at White Mountain Knives, use the code 1776 STEEL. I'll put it down here for 10% at White Mountain Knives. They reached out and were really cool. And yeah, they gave you guys all 10%. So White Mountain Knives 1776, and it's not steel as in stealing something. It's just like steel, like knife steel. They told me to choose. I might have chose the wrong one because you're getting a steel, right? Hey. Oh shit! Well, I dropped my keyboard earlier. I lost whatever button that is. I think that's an enter button. Oh. Yeah, it's around here somewhere. Also, like I said, when we do giveaways, there will be not be one today. I've put all my money into shipping lately. You'll be getting something. You'll have the choice whenever you win a knife on my channel to get a bead or lanyard. I still have a bunch of stuff from Kelly, so you'll be able to still get a bead or a tiny. It'll be what 6x6 inch hank. It'll be your choice. We'll be doing that from now on. Just so I can say I gave you something that nobody else has. It's kind of cool and unique. Ginger Fisher, what's going on? Glad to see you. But yes, if you guys are shopping at White Mountain Knives, please use the code 1776 Steel for 10% off. That's pretty cool in my opinion. So, I know we didn't go through all of these carries. What's going on? Bluminati. I like seeing Bluminati's carry because he carries 40 pounds of knives every day, and that's entertaining as hell. So, let's see more of those. I've only seen, what, 3? Maybe 4? There's more of you in here. So, let's see what you guys got. The Aries Kubi Blooms are now on White Mountain Knives. Also, Aries just opened his books today. Not sure if he's filled yet. I didn't know he opened his books. I would have annoyed him for another Aries knife, which, yeah, I'll go like this because this is supposed to be sent to DBD and it hasn't yet just because I'm poor. But yeah, there's that. That's all you guys get. I told you he's going to do the review. But you can see bead number 1. Matches that Kieranite pretty good. And Rolf carried the, what did that say? I missed it. When I come back here. The Kubi Mizo and the Para 3 Light. Nice. Hey, y'all, leaving work, be driving and listening. All right. Drive safe, Illuminati. I appreciate you being here. The Asgear, Tempest, Fractus, Kaiser Beaver throughout the Kubi Hide and Ultim at the moment. Nice. Now, none for now. What color Asgear did you get? As you guys know, I have number 49. And look at that carbon fiber in that titanium. Isn't it gorgeous? I got some lube on it because I took it apart the other day to size the bearings. But yes, very nice. Very, very nice blade in 20 CV. I guess you'd call that a modified sheep's foot. This knife is still waiting for its follow-up in the long-term carry. Probably should get on that. There's not much I don't like about this knife. I very much like this knife. And I'm not a frame lock guy. So that'll tell you something. And Jimmy Crow carried the Bug Out 535. That's the full-size Bug Out. Today we got the Wee Strix. And a Petasaur. I don't know how to say that. I'm not going to attempt it because I might sound a little slow. Mick Ranger, yes, I would agree. The Asgear is amazing. Benchmade Mini Bug Out, Civivi Midwatch, and the Amtech Northman. Alright. Let's see. We got a Yo Jumbo, a Tempest Fractus, a Budget Veritas, Pickled Steel Capolavaro, Devo Fireball, the Katuo Soulstone, Vosteed, Akita QSP Hedgehog, Vampire Jack, Lancelot Wallet, Olight Baton 4. Nice, Bluminati. True Dude has the Ozer F22 Kickstop in titanium and bronze. Scout Atlox Victorinox, 1931 Leatherworks Wallet. Forest Hank, Pineapple Mini, said Stevie Lip Balm. How do you feel about his lip balm? Haven't tried it. But I will say this: love my said Stevie Lynch Northwest clip. That's not gonna come in because why would it? Yeah, a little UFO picking them up. That's awesome. That was gifted to me by the awesome Clint Crosby. You guys should go and check out his channel. Give him a subscribe. Got a silver one. It broke. Awesome. Best closing action I have. You got the silver one. None for now. Nice. Yeah, they close nice. It's like hydraulic actuators in there somewhere. They're just hidden. We can't see them. Bando Picks, what'd you carry today? I know you've got, do I have mine over here or did I put it somewhere else? I'm slacking, people. I'm slacking. I know Bando Picks. Did you carry one of these today? I know you got one. I know you got one. The one you have is like traveled the United States too. It's been from the East Coast to the West Coast to Texas, back to down south, we'll say. And I haven't even had to sharpen this one yet. And I haven't used it hard, but I've cut sandpaper and stuff with it. Stuff that's tough on blades. So I'll give them credit. Granted, I know for a fact that their quality control is all over the place and their consistency is too. But when you got one that's good, it's good for $10 at least. I didn't go out today, didn't carry, but I am playing with my Kubi. The one you showed yesterday, Fook, that looked awesome. Your buddy did a great job on that. The lip worm works well, and it tastes just like the orange sherbet. I guess I shouldn't be eating it. But true, dude, you know. I mean, crayons, whatever, Play-Doh, lip balm. Snacks are snacks. All right. Kaiser Sparrow. Laughs Lander 1. I love the Lander 1. I know people give me ish because it's got the American flag on it and it's not a American made knife, but it's an American company, so it is what it is. Watch tries. No, I will not. All right. Yeah, I love the Lander 1. Great knife. I want to get the Lander 2. It's time for it and I can throw it in the budget. I will. It's a little bit bigger. It's got the crossbar lock, which I know not everybody's a big fan of crossbar locks, but when they're done right, I feel like they can be really good. And I have no reason to think that Ben wouldn't do a good job on a crossbar lock. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the crossbar lock on this. Granted, it is super tight, like it feel like it should be, but there's no detent feeling, and I know there's not gonna be. It's just there should be a little something, and like I said, it's tight. It's just you can't get that same. I don't know. Can't really get the good snap on the shard, and that drives me nuts. At least reverse flicking it, and that's how I open almost all my knives. Like this is extra light, which drives me nuts as well, but it's only light because it's just worn in. This is almost 7, 8 years old, I'd imagine, and it's been through hell and back. This has been a worker. I kind of feel bad. I wish that I didn't beat on this knife as bad as I did, because it is such a fun knife. Still got a great acoustic to it. It's getting some blade wobble. Probably needs to be tightened a little. Just the slightest bit. Tiny bit. But as much as people hate Benchmade's prices, I think at the time this was like $280. That doesn't bother me on this knife. I feel like it was a good price. For M4 at that time, sure. I'll do it again too. I do like the bug out. Nope. The Freak Mini, the Blade Show Edition one, with the Ultim scales and the sapphire coated M4 blade. Gorgeous. But it's $300. That's a little much. You go down to $250 because it's a mini, I'm buying it up. Regardless of what a lot of people say about the company. Joe K had the Kaiser Buddy, the Kaiser Porcupine, the Civivi Odium, the Phoenix LD30, the Blue Benandi Ninja Coin, the JD4 pry bar, and the purple Anno on that pry bar. Nice. Bando, did you put in carry? Oh wait, I think I do see something from you. OCP Dagger. Okay, nice, nice. Is that the one you showed? What was it? It wasn't yesterday, right? It was the other day. Was it yesterday? I've been sick, so the medicine's fucking with me. I don't know if it was yesterday, today. It could have been this morning for all I know. But if you guys didn't know, uh, Bando is now what do they call that? Monetized. So give him a congratulations. That's awesome. That's definitely a goal, and you crushed it, bro. I'm definitely happy to see that because if you guys didn't know, Bando and Titanium Justin are the people that really Bando got me on camera first, and Titanium Justin was like, just make some content, just do it. And I had shot maybe like 4 or 5 videos before ever posting one. Probably a month before I got the As gear. I got the As gear in. I really liked it. I liked the people that ran that company, still do. They're awesome people. And keep your eye on them because I believe they'll, within the next, I don't know, say 5 months, they should have a budget version of, I don't know if they're doing a budget version of the As gear, but they're doing a budget version knife. And that's pretty cool. But yes, congrats to Bando Picks, people. That's an awesome thing he did. And it's not an easy thing either. Especially in this space, there's so many people that are just reviewing knives, talking about EDC, whether it be pens, knives, just everyday carry, pew-pews. You know, it's a pretty crowded space. So to come through it like he did, that's pretty awesome. And Dragoon, hey Dragoon, what's going on? Carried the Griffin Cove Scout 2.5, his Finch Roadrunner, the Sparrow Titanium, and the Sparrow Medusa. Pretty cool. Why can't I think of the Sparrow TI and the Sparrow? Why can't I think of that? Huh. I don't know. I'd like to thank the trolls. Hey, you know what, Bando? I got these for a reason, and it's pretty much your channel and Barbie's channel, and but if Barbie's on your channel, you don't get to touch the trolls. She smokes them. Adventure 50, thank you for making it. I'm carrying the Wee Banter, Kaiser Buddy, Fixie, the Swiss Army SD Classic, Rough Rider, Red Fox Barlow, in the SOG Power Pint, and the Olight Arkfield. Jimmy Crow, Brian, 80, 50, blah, blah, blah. I thought I saw you in here earlier. Yeah, Dragoon, like I said, everybody, Dragoon definitely helped me out. What a good guy. I owe him big time. Dragoon, speaking of, and you, Dragoon will be receiving some of these. This is the one I've been making up for. It's not done yet. It doesn't even have the hole drilled in it. This is the one I've been making up for Mr. Jimmy Crow. I said Mr. I did. But yeah, if it would focus. This one's really cool. But I want to get more blue in it, so he might end up with a few. And this is going to be Kathleen's, hopefully. If it comes out good, at least. But I tried, so I've done something new on each one I've made. Like I said earlier to the people that were in here. Every one I make, I try to do it a little different. Follow different steps, whatever it may be. Even the way I add color has been different in every single one. Whether it be pre-mixed, adding just the powders in. Yeah, I'm trying to mess around, A, to see what comes out good. And B, so they are different. It's just a lanyard bead, like who cares? But if I'm going to be putting out any product, I want to have pride in whatever product I put out. But yeah, this one's just clear right now. And it's just, I don't know, probably, if I had to really guess without, I don't know what my calipers are. But if I had to take a guess, if I had to guess, I'm thinking maybe a 0.5 mil, 0.2, a quarter of a millimeter, maybe a little bit more, maybe a third of a millimeter. But yeah, they're pretty cool. I really want a teal one. Do you, Barbie? All right, well, let me write that down so I do not forget. not it. Here's my list of everybody's stuff. I hope you're enjoying the Raven Barbie. Drove me nuts that I didn't have thumb studs. I was gonna have... Who the hell was I talking to about it? Paul. I was talking about... It wasn't Mills. Who was the other Paul? Why can't I think of the other Paul's name? But I was gonna have him put thumb studs in it, and Rolf said, "Hey, I like that." And I said, "Oh, it's yours." Because you guys have always helped me out. I'd like to send you stuff when I can, because you're awesome people. Also, guys, if you haven't started looking at Barbie's channel, go check it out. Good people and great content. Let's see, Barbie said teal. Have you guys, Paul Mike, that's correct. Thank you, Adventure 50. This was the next one I was thinking about putting a stud on. Because you can almost, sometimes you can get it when your fingers aren't completely dry. Yay, like that. But yeah, if that had a thumb stud on it, that'd be fantastic. So maybe, yeah, or even just a hole, something. Just something. Actually, a hole might be pretty cool. Or a dent. Just a dent. Just a little something to flick it in there. Just a little shorter than the Capilovaro. Does the Capilovaro have thumb studs, Rolf? Or Barbie? Or anybody that has one? Because I really like pickled steel stuff. Like I said, I will not show my Warhog on this channel because I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to that company. But would I put... I don't know, actually, if it would be a disservice. Because I've put in that knife through hell. And it works fantastic. You're going to make... I think the only knife I have with thumb discs is the Emerson. This is the Kershaw version. This isn't like an EM8 or anything. But yeah, even this. I was thinking about doing a giveaway with this one. I don't know. Good knife, though. If you don't wimpy flick it like that. But it has a little pocket catch, so you can quick deploy it. So I spoke to them via text message, and they sent me a pic of the prototype. Mick, did I tell you I think they're mad at me from that video I posted? Which is messed up, because I do love that knife. I didn't say anything bad about it besides the fact that it has a weak D10, and I came to that conclusion because I am pretty sure, if you guys didn't catch that video, that there is, let's see if I can find it. All right. Because I'm always going to try to be as honest as I can when I do a review on something. Yeah, there definitely is. And I still haven't taken it apart to do it on video, but once I can beat whatever the hell I'm dealing with, health-wise, I would like to put out a lot more content. That's the only thing that's kind of stopping me right now. But it's hard to see on camera. Nope. Yeah, that's going to be impossible. Inside there, when it's closed like that, if I could see and drive. All right. Yeah, so I think quality control missed. There's a little bit of extra material, we'll say, where it locks up, where it hits that plunge lock on my chop. And I bet you if I took a file and got that little piece of like swarf or whatever you want to call it out, I bet you it would lock up a tiny bit tighter, just a tiny bit. I know it wouldn't make the biggest difference. All right, YouTube Music Portal, take it easy. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. And guys, if you could, we're at 30 for 30 pretty much. Hit that like button if you haven't. That really helps out. But yeah, I bet you if I could get a little more detent feel out of this knife, I'd probably carry this knife every day. I like Altum. I know how some people feel about it. And it's a warranted thing because you can't put any type of thread lock or anything on these, and you even got to be careful with certain lubes because what it can do is with Altum or PEI, it'll at first it'll fog up and then it'll become like, I don't know if brittle's the right word, but it'll become like mushy almost, and your threads will disappear because it's already kind of difficult to thread PEI with small threads. Um, it's not the strongest with that stuff. What Where it really shines is heat dissipation. It can take a lot of heat, which is why, in like the e-cig manufacturing space, it's used a lot because it's really, really heat retardant, and it's a great material for that. And it is pretty rigid for the most part. Don't get me wrong. I need to bail as well, so everyone stay safe. I will also leave the live running for watch hours. Thank you very much, Jimmy Crow. And guys, if you didn't catch it, where did I put it? Did I roll it back up? Right here. For 500. We don't have to worry about that for a while. Granted, it would be nice to make it there eventually. But Jimmy Crow and Kelly White, again, with another donation. And this is really cool. This is a CRKT CEO. And it looks like bamboo. He did a fantastic job. I mean, it really does look like bamboo, and I think that's really cool. It creates really cool look. It just does. And it's got good texture on it. I'm assuming it's G10. I haven't done my Google foo on this yet, but I will when the time comes. Really cool. I'm not sure what steel this is, but I remember when the CEO came out, I believe they did either an OS 8, OS 10, a D2, and they did a 440C. I'm not sure which one this is, but I will figure it out by that time. I have plenty of time, let's be real. I'm in no rush either, so no big deal. Speaking of no rush to get subs, if you didn't hear me go over this spiel before, I'm going to go over it again. Let's get Blade Walker to 1,000. What a good guy. Yes, he doesn't put out as much content as he used to, but who cares? The content he put out was amazing, and it'll be on YouTube for till we're all gone. And he deserves the follows for that. He's such a good guy. He really is. He's helped me out, and I would like to repay the favor in any way, shape, and or form I can. They should make an ultra budget CEO called the Accountant. They could call it a bankrupt. Make it out of like, Rostfrei. Some German, just stainless junk steel with some old school plastic grips on it. Not even heat treated, just like, we made it out of a fork. That's semi-sharp for now. Speaking of Jimmy Crow, everybody knows I love my Jimmy Crow penguin. This is one of the ones that is in my pocket almost daily. Thank you, Polywog. That's awesome. I am super glad to see that you subscribe to Barbie. Barbie is awesome, runs a great channel. She interacts with her chat, which you're seeing less and less of, I've noticed. Granted, I know when your channel gets bigger, it becomes harder, and that's understandable. But I hope if I do get, say I get 1,000 subs, which I don't care if I ever even get there. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'd like to hit 500 just to show Jimmy Crow that I cared. Like, hey, he donated something. And I'd like to reach that goal. And I'd like to see one he used with the Jimmy Crow because his customization stuff is awesome. And he picks cool knives to do it to. Well, he doesn't. Oh, yeah, he does. He does. He does pick and he doesn't at the same time. People donate knives. And I'd imagine the ones he likes, he probably does some pretty cool stuff with. Like a penguin. Like the CEO. But, yeah, I'd like to show him, I appreciate the fact that he did that for me. So I'd like to hit 500. But that being said, I think a lot of channels, once they get, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 subs, I think it just becomes like, oh, now you have to hit this paywall to talk to me. Now you have to join my whatever paid subscription fee. Um, there will be channels I'll always pay. Like right now, Bando just got monetized. You can join a monthly thing. I did because Bando is one of the people that helped me. I'm gonna always try to help out the people that help me. Um, I know if I ever get monetized, I hope I'm not that guy that stops trying to interact with the chat. The people that, whether they can't afford to pay or they don't want to, that doesn't matter. I hope I have the integrity to be like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Uh, Cooking dinner and listening to this thunder and this periodic rain. Twisted says, I hope your power stays on. And what you making? I'm starving right now, so curiosity, you know. Plus, I like hearing about it. Derek, I know you'll help me out. You've been really cool. Derek's one of those people in that community that doesn't just send you a text. Derek will call you. Derek's a good person. I'm hoping to be with Derek when Blade Atlanta show happens. It's one of the few people that I talk to almost every day, and good people, good people. I'm glad to have. I'm glad I got on video, so I really do owe Bando and Titanium Justin a bunch because had I not done that, I probably wouldn't have talked to everybody like I do now. And there's so many good people in this community, I'd be missing out. But we're supposed to be talking about knives, and I'm not doing that. I've been going live at random times in the morning, flipping my ballad song trainer. I don't even know what to do with my ballad song. I know the last time I played with it was during the Legion Steel. I think it was. No, yeah, maybe. I don't know. But the one with Bluminati and Titanium Justin. And I know I was flipping the knife. I was live. I didn't want people to catch it, so I kept eye contact with that lens. As I slit my middle finger right open, I was like, oh, keep playing. Don't act like anything happened. Oh, yeah, God, flipping the knife. Haha. Yeah, that one hurt. Fook, no, they're not. It's the same day. It's Sunday Day. Who doesn't know that? You're losing your stuff, man. Yeah, it sucks because I know, just so everybody else knows, that I think me and Sever go on at the same time, which sucks because Sever's a good dude and I actually enjoy watching his lives. Uh, there's definitely a bunch of content creators out there I actually thoroughly enjoy to watch, and some I just watch to show support. Sever's one of the people I enjoy watching, so it's a kind of a bummer. We go on around the same time. Uh, Adventure 50, thank you. I know you're one of the people that's seen one of my first videos, my thank you video. It does mean a lot to me to be part of this community because it just helps me. We'll put it that way. Thank you. Why wouldn't it let me do that? My God. All right. Bam. And please, guys, if you have channels, drop them down below so everybody can see, everybody can connect. Yeah. Let's see. If you have a channel, please share it. I want to see everybody get as many subs as possible out there. I think Bando was one of the very first people that made me a moderator, and I just realized he's not a moderator. That's a bummer. Polywog Apocalypse clearly has a channel. So, Polywog, I know Bobby just shared it, but please spam it. I certainly don't mind. I have been my channel. Fook, I actually really like your stickers. You got some cool stickers. I like what you did with what your buddy did with the scales the other day. Very cool. And I think if you get time, I think you should make content. Not even for any real reason beside being closer to the community. This is the way I know how to do it. This is the only way I know how to do it, really. I try to talk, but there's days I shut down when I'm doing this. I can't really afford to shut down. Granted, like I said, I've been sick. Like right now, I can't breathe. um, but I'll always try to do my 2 hours, regardless. Even if I have nothing on my mind, I'll be able to read you guys what you guys are saying, and that'll spark some kind of thought, I'd imagine. Maybe a couple more hits to the head, it won't, but for now. Uh, well, Barbie, can you guys? All right, if you're a mod, can you make mods? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Thank you, Clint, for sharing Blade Walker's channel. Me and Mr. Fook, are you going to start woodworking and EDC business, Derek, as soon as Caleb's done? Okay. Yep, the Fook stickers are awesome. Yes, a lot of you guys have really cool stickers. Granted, I'm still waiting for mine. I got one back from one company. I'm not going to say who because I don't want to shit on them, but I got a batch of bad stickers. Now, I'm looking at my phone, looking for it. The last stickers I ordered were from Zug Monster. That was a week ago. They said in once due date business days you'll get a proof. I haven't got that. Nothing. So it's been a nightmare. I've canceled an order. I had an order come in bad. Sent them back. They said, "Oh, we're gonna do this and that." I said, "Never mind." Then I went with, "No, I'm gonna put this company. I don't even care." I went with Sticker Mule. They were like, "Yeah." Granted, they are Sticker Mule's expensive, and then they said something about they wouldn't want to do one part of my sticker, blah blah blah. I said, "No problem. I'll make it look different, no problem." I changed it, sent it back to them. Never heard anything back from the email, not going on their website, uploading the picture, and doing it all over again. But when they didn't email me back after a week, I said, "You know what? I'll just go with another company," because I felt like that was kind of like, "Hey, we don't care about your business." Granted, I'm only ordering 200, but yeah. Before I go, I still got to go through stickers and patches for you, Bobby. What's going on, Greg V? Mods making mods is like AI making AI. It leads to destruction. Fook, were you here for the last live last week? Oh, boy. It was a good one. I had a lot of fun. But yeah, it was definitely a mess. Who was it? Lou was in here. We had Mr. Eddie Knives was in here. We had a bunch. It was a mess. It was a fun time, though. Yeah, Bando, they are. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be this much of an issue. It seems ridiculous. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But I went with Zugmaster this time. I'm going to give it another week, see what happens. I need stickers by Blade Show. If I don't have stickers by Blade Show, I'm not going to be too happy about it. That's for sure. And I'll be putting everybody on blast at that point, which I don't like to do. They messed up, so he said they were fine. Really? Huh. And who was that with, Rolf? That was a Sticky Brand, right? I believe. That was who. Nothing against them. I think when they sent me my stickers, I'm pretty sure whatever kind of printer they used was out of whatever chemicals they use, because mine came in almost. They were so faded you could barely make out that they were supposed to be color. They were almost black and white, but not quite. You know what I mean? Like they were just really, really, really washed out. Which it happens. Like I'm not upset about that. It was the fact how they dealt with me after the fact of that, and it was like, okay, no. Help with gadgets. What's going on? If you guys haven't checked out Help with Gadgets YouTube page, which I'm sure you all have because I see you all there, but if you haven't, please check out Help with Gadgets. I enjoy this knife. See, I almost, oh, there's what? One. There's only 2 knives on my table that are like $300 plus knives right now. And this one's a sub $150 knife. Yeah, it is. I love this knife. I just realized there's 2 more versions of it. The PLXT. Then there's a one with a goofy blade, which I'm not a fan of. Then there's like the PLET. And I really like that one. I gotta get it. Oh, why isn't help with what? Thank you, Marco. I appreciate that. Is there a knife you really can't stand? Think of Rambo knife. Yeah, this knives I can't stand. I have a lot of silly knives. I love silly knives. Don't get me wrong. Like where is it? I love stupid things. Granted, there's stuff that like drives me crazy. Like this is silly. Like absolutely obnoxious. Just a ginormous lockback. Nobody needs this. Oh shit! Especially when it cuts off your toes. But yeah, just in time. I need a computer too. But I'm not going to talk about the computer thing right now because it'll irritate me. And then there's knives that I've just had since I was a kid. Like this is the knife that started my collection back in 95, 94. Yeah. Still got the little tweezers in it and the little toothpick. But yeah, I've had this knife since I was in elementary school. Before middle school was even a thought. And I'll never get rid of this knife no matter what. This knife is cool. Yeah, Derek, I know. Yeah, I know what's going on. I'll be giving him a call after either way. I'll give you a call after the show. I was alive in 94? Yeah. I was alive before the 90s. I have a silly knife I'll send you, Caleb. It wasn't meant to be silly, but I think it is. Hey, I'm close to 1,200 subs. If you're not subbed, please do Adventure 50. Yes, please. Please go sub to Adventure 50. I'm the exact same age as Polywog Apocalypse. We'll put it that way. But yeah, I'm just going to keep playing with it tonight. Just in time. What's going on, just in time? You having some issues? I like this knife a lot. This is a knife Justin sent me a while ago. I won one of his giveaways. He sent me a knife. He sent my son a knife. And that was really cool of him. But yeah, it's VV Brazen. This knife I feel it never got talked about enough. It was one of those quick thought knives. Well, thank you, Adventure 50. I appreciate that. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but I appreciate it. Yeah, but the brazen, my favorite knife shape is the style of Tonto. I'm not super big into the crazy compound grinds and whatnot, but there is a knife maker out there named Ryder Hartley. I don't know if you guys have seen him. He was on he has his own channel also, but I found out who he was through Legion Steel Knives. But they both have channels and they're awesome. I will say that. And Ryder does a lot of Tonto style knives with compound grinds. And like I said, granted, I'm not the biggest fan of compound grinds, but I do love a Tonto. And his style is very, very unique. And there's always something about uniqueness that attracts the eye, at least for me. That's why I think I'm such a fan of his, because why would I be? I don't like compound grinds. But besides that, I don't know. He does some really quality work. I believe he's out of Alaska. Tonto is possibly my favorite blade type. Sweet deal, Polywog. check out a knife called the Tivian ST155. Looks cool, but terrible to use. Pinches you when you flick it open. Derek, this one, the black one, that was a Civivi Brazen. I have a lot of knives that I didn't expect to like too. This knife has not left my pocket for one day since I got it, and I never expected to like. Even when I won it, I was like, "Oh, cool! I'm glad I won something. It was very cool." But then I got it in my hand, and the micarta is amazing. Rosecraft did a really good job, but yet when it's closed, boy, does it have a goofy look to it, and it's a button lock. Nothing going for it when I look for a knife. Nothing. It's got that big goofy rhino horn. It's got really cool looking thumb studs. I'll give it that. The color scheme is awesome. And like I said, this is a Rosecraft. And one of the best sounding knives I own. When it constantly makes a nice ting. Of course, it won't do it now because I want it to, but it did it there. All right. Hopefully the mic picked it up. The Brazen. I wanted to get that. Derek, if you need it, if you want to check it out, I'll send it to you, of course. That goes for all of you, all the content creators out there. If you ever want me to send something, cheap, not cheap, doesn't matter. Just let me know. I'll put your name on the list, and I'll get it out to you at some point. Sometimes shipping is expensive, so it might take me a week or two. Granted, it will get to you. But yes, if you're looking for a nice front flipper, because, I mean, I don't know if I'd even call it a front flipper. It's more of a rollover. But it's a chunky knife that's perfectly balanced. And it's the Rosecraft Bowfin. And I know, all right, I'm going to split the ocean right now on this, but why do some of you guys hate the branding on the clip? Just out of curiosity. Is it just a tackiness thing? Yeah. Just, I want to know, because it doesn't bother me. It never has. Never will. I know I've heard one person go, well, someone's going to know you have a knife in your pocket. Well, the only person that's going to know you have a knife in your pocket is a knife person. Whether it says the brand of the knife or not, they're going to go, that's a knife. So that just seems silly to me. That's like walking around with a holster. You're clearly carrying. Kind of like a Nepalese knife, but in a folder. Yeah. Speaking of Rosecraft, Andy Armstrong sent me a box of 9 knives that arrived today. I'm going to do a live unboxing on Sunday night. Guys, Sunday night, check out Adventure 50 for a live unboxing. It's always fun to watch. It's a bit tacky if you ask me. I don't mind single symbols. It's the full-blown writing that's ugly. Alright, I can... See, that's the only thing I can really accept. Like, I just think the branding is ugly. I get it. I get that okay, it's tacky, sure. To me, I like it. It's easy to know when I go through my boxes of knives, like, okay, that one's the Rosecraft. Okay, that one's, what is this? The Tenable. Is this a Tenable? See, I don't even know half the time. Yeah, it's a Tenable. Speaking of, I heard and I like the looks of this knife. I do. I love the blade shape. Love the size of it. It's a good sized knife. But I heard so much positivity when this knife came out. And I had to get it because of that. I got it in hand and I go, I could take this or leave it. Like I said, my 2 surprising knives are the one that Dragoon sent me, which is this PLXT right here, that I am absolutely in love with. I don't think this knife nor this knife got the attention they deserved. These are both great. Granted, not the biggest fan of the scales, but they got good grip. They got what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, they got speed holes in it, whatever. I could take it or leave that. But they got grip, and that's what matters. Granted, like I said, I'm not into bright colors too much. Also, I'm not going to sit here and dye them. If anything, I'll go make some micarta and plop some on here. Or I could just make a mold of the scales and make some resin scales. Granted, I don't know how they would grip, though. Maybe I could just put some, like, almost jimping in them. Or cross-hatching. I don't know. But yes, very underrated knife. $110, $100 to $110. Great knife, great action on the lock. I mean, it really is a fantastic knife. It's got a lock on it. So now that I can hit the button, it doesn't go anywhere. It's got a good detent feel. That's what I don't understand how. It shouldn't. In my head, it should have no detent feel the way the lock is. But it's there, and it flicks open with authority every single time. I have no problem with billboarding. I actually like it. I know I'm not alone on that. No, you're not. You're definitely not. It certainly doesn't bother me. I can take it or leave it. But like I said, when I'm going through the box, it is nice to have something to reference. Like, oh, all right, I know what knife that is. That's got the whatever symbol on it, the Ria symbol, the Remet symbol, the Benchmade symbol, which I do enjoy the Benchmade symbol. I don't care how many people hate on Benchmade because of their pricing. Also, I also love my said CV clip. And we've got a little UFO that's picking that dude up to outer space. Said Stevie's a cool guy. And also, hey, old man on the ridge, how's it going? Hello, everyone. Just finished with grass cutting and decided to hang out with you youngsters and learn something about knives. Don't know how much I could teach you. Maybe you could teach me a thing or two. I'm always open to it. Love, 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 love learning. I think the worst blade billboarding I have is with Armor. Fook, why do I not know who that is? Ask people in the chat if they could display some of their grill knives, just how many they would want. And one display case, just asking as a whole. Alright guys, yeah. I know a guy that makes display cases. He's also in this chat. But if you had to say a wood and glass display case, how many knives would you want to see stacked on top of each other? Anywhere from like say 1 to 6. What would be like your ideal display case? What would it be made out of? What would it look like? Let me know. Fook, about 400. I love Benchmade. I said what I said. You know what? Adventure 50, I'm on the same page with you. I really am. I love the Freak series. Beside the first one, it was kind of ugly. I'll give it that. The new ones, I really like the S90B ones, the M4 ones. I love the Osborns. I like the bug outs. I like the mini bug outs. But I have a hard time with the mini bug outs because I have obnoxiously wide hands. Kathleen, how do I store my knives? I have a big, huge box over there with a piece of styrofoam in it that has little individual cuts that is about that deep. So I can just see kind of the clip and then that much of the knife. Granted, I gotta buy a soup. I gotta get something. What was that one? Twisted. This is the Riot PLXT. They make 3 versions with this locking system, and 2 of them are really cool, this being one of them. One of them has a funky, like, harpoon / drop point hybrid Kaleb lab. But yeah, I really, 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 really enjoy this knife. And the fact that I almost missed out on it and Dragoon helped me out, means a bunch to me. Same thing with these Migurons. These Migurons, I just seen one on Amazon. It's a Moyarl with an Axis type lock with titanium scales for $130. Granted, it's still 14C, which I like 14C, especially if it's done right. Which 14C isn't one of the harder steels to, it doesn't need cryo or anything. It's one of the easier ones to heat treat. It's a carbon steel. Most carbon steels are easier to heat treat than their counterpart in stainless. That being said, Miguron is killing it, I think, and their prices are killing it too. It's kind of like Tenable or God, who makes the raccoon and the corgi? Why can't I think off the top of my head? And I have none right now. I have one out that somebody else has, but yeah, I can't think of the name. I always was overwhelmed by Bug Out. Polywog, I'll say this about the Bug Out. Alright, say this was my Bug Out, right? If you can make this, granted this isn't, I don't even think this is FRN, I think this is just plastic. and it's got full-size liners. If Walmart can do that with a D2 blade, I feel like Benchmade should be able to do it for 160 with, you know, one of the super steels, whether it be S35EN or S30, maybe something a little more, you know, S45. All right, what did you say about plexiglass? I would want a shelving unit with like 3 to 5 square shelves with a rotating thing in the middle with like 3 or 4 of those knife stands on each. That'd be really cool, and a UV light on top. All right. I wonder if I could draw that up. Oh, that was just in time. Sorry. Yes, thank you, Kathleen Smith. The Fosteed. Fosteed has been one of those companies that it seems like everything they do, it's kind of like pickled steel right now. Every pickled steel knife that's getting sent to the United States has been really cool, especially the not the Antelope Hunter, the other one there. God, I'm so bad with names sometimes, especially when I'm sick on meds. But yeah, pickled steel, Fosteed. There's a lot of knife. It's a great time to be a knife collector or anybody that just consumes knife stuff because there's so much out. It's crazy that, you know, that levy is filled right now, and it's a great time to be into knives. It really is. And like I said, I think Rosecraft sells this for either $70 or $80. It's AR RPM 9, which is a really, it's, I'll say this about it. I don't know if Rosecraft does an exceptional job on theirs. I have not put this in my sharpener once. And I could have a piece of paper around me somewhere. Oh, as I rip paper instead of cut it. Oh, come on. It's still, maybe it could use a sharpening besides that. It doesn't need to be sharpened. That's for sure. I definitely give Rosecraft credit. Granted, Rosecraft doesn't make a lot of stuff I'm into personally. But I am starting to get into the slip joint stuff. I know the 2 vampires that Jack Wolf makes. I like both of them, the fixed blade and the slip joint. I find really, really cool. They have some pretty exciting stuff going on there. They use exotic steels. They don't just use your run-of-the-mill steels, which a lot of slip joint companies do. And then you got these companies that YouTubers are starting, or content creators. You have people like Lefty designing stuff like this. And I mean, come on. There's very little I would change about this. Maybe liners. It does freak me out that there's no liners. But that might just be me. I don't know. It's the same thing with the bug out. Even the freak. That's my main bashing point on the freak. Is they got liners till about right there. Why not just do a full-size liner? You're not going to add much weight or cost. Like, come on. Just give me a full-size liner. And I like lock bar action as long as it's done right. Like I said, I think this is done right, and I think this is done semi-poorly. I know people love Tenable, but I think this one was done poorly. And it might not even be just the lock. It's the whole, there is no tension until you get it out a little bit. And that isn't for me. I have to really like aggressively flick this knife out for it to flick out good. But let me see what else you guys are saying. I try to read as many as I can. I always was under a web. I want a shelving unit. That'd be really cool. A remote control light. I was thinking, speaking of the shelving things. All right, so your studs are, say, 16 inches apart, probably about from there to there. And it'd be really cool to do. It could be a perfect square. It could be a rectangle. Say 32 by 16. 32 inches high, 16 wide. Do so what? 32 high. What's divisible by 32? 7, 14, 20, 35, 6, 12, 18, 24. All right. Do every 6 inches, 6 to 8 inches, 8, 16, 24, 32. Yeah, every 8 inches do a shelf. If it's 16 inches wide, you could put 3 knives for however many. I said 32, 16 by 32, so you do 3 wide by 8 times 4, 8, 16, yeah, 4 levels, 3 wide, so 4 times 3 is what, 12? That's 12 knives, and that'd be a cool little tile. Make it flush with the wall. It would only have to be, what, that's 2 by 4, so you say 4 inches deep. Do a plexiglass opening door, some magnets, so you could just push it and it'd pop open. You know what I mean? Remember those old TV stands when TVs weren't just thin? Yeah, your TV weighed 60 pounds, so you had to put it on a shelf. Some of them had the little magnet thing, so you could just push it and it would pop out. That'd be really cool for a knife shelf. What else? Dragoon, what haven't you liked by Vosteed out of curiosity? Thank you, Kelly. Hey, Ruthie. That's my grandmother, everybody. The tall boy is amazing, absolutely. Only thing better than collecting knives, collecting collectors. I don't know if I want to see a basement, Polywog. It's a sketchy basement. Yeah, Derek makes some really cool stuff just in time. If you text me on Instagram or something, I can send you some of the pictures of the stuff he's made, or he can. Gotcha, cousin. Yeah, with that. Got that frat knife for a wedding present. Says he would like you to do a review on it. He said he carries it everywhere. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it's a decent knife, I will. Packed this early? Jeez, we got a long way to go. And thank you, Kelly. Kelly, I don't think you were here. I did get this from... I did talk to you through message, but I did get this from Kelly and Jimmy Crow, guys. My fingers always get in the way. That's the one thing that sucks about having big hands. But yeah, Jimmy does such an awesome job. It really does look like, a piece of bamboo sticking out of the ground with those scales. And the CEO, it's just such a classy knife. I mean, beautiful. This will be just part of the 500 giveaway. Once we get there, we have plenty of time. And like I said earlier, I am in absolutely no rush. The only people you should be rushing to go subscribe to are Kelly's Mishmash and Blade Walker. Please, let's get Blade Walker 2. Everybody's saying 1,000. Let's get him 1,500. Let's blow their mind, man. Let's see. Oh, and Kelly was told by Blade Walker, actually, that Jimmy... I did it just for you, Mr. Eddie. You know that, right? I was told by Blade Walker that Jimmy Crow is a guy that likes his blue colors, so this is the one I made last night for him. Granted, it still needs to be drilled. It's circular. I don't know if he's into a shaped one. Mick, I've said it. I've told her. Everybody's welcome. I don't care. If you're on the way from Massachusetts to Ohio, or from Ohio to Atlanta, and you need a ride to Blade Show, let me know. It'll cut costs, and we can have a blast. It's going to be a good time, hopefully. Like I said, I'm not going there to buy anything specific. I'm supposed to meet up with Casey. I'm probably not supposed to say that out loud. I'm supposed to meet up with some people there to buy some stuff. But yeah. If I can get Barbie to 500 at 420, we're going to blow your mind. Rolf, she was telling me, well, I think you both were. You guys are going to do, if you guys can get Barbie to 500, she's going to throw quite the giveaway. Plus, Barbie has a great channel. If you're not subscribed to Barbie, you're just missing out. I don't know what else to tell you. But I'd imagine if you're on my stream right now, you're probably subscribed to Barbie as well. Just double check. If not, please. Same thing with Blade Walker, please. Blade Walker's a great guy. And he's going through some shit right now. Let's get him to 500. Let's get him to 1,000. Let's get him to 1,500. Let's get him to 2,000. Oh, gadgets. He said it on the weekend, so we aren't good enough to do 2 lives in a week. Oh. CEO wasn't made for easy opening. It was made to go in its breast pocket. If you're wondering, it'll be a little. Yeah, Polywalk. I'm totally okay with that. You know, sometimes a knife is there for just style and elegance, and that's what the CEO is for. You don't want a bulging pocket when you're going into work when you have to work in a suit and tie. You know what I mean? I can understand that. Not everything is made for convenience, and that's okay. It's not meant to be. Oh, I haven't told you about the dinner. I'm arranging with some people. Oh, so I'm going to be going to this thing and not even know what's going on? Just what am I, the driver? I'm the chauffeur. Mr. Avila, please take a left in 3.6 miles. Peasant. Everybody driving and lurking. Hey, Ron Crow, please drive safe. That's another channel if you guys were wondering. Ron Crow does some really good content. If you haven't subscribed to him, he's another one you should go check out. And if you guys want to know who really has a nice knife collection, check out Kelly's Mishmash. She'll teach you how to tie up some really cool knots. Granted, this isn't hers, but I got some. Kelly White will make stuff like this. So please, if you want to learn how to do some stuff like this, or you're just looking to, purchase something like this, check out Kelly's stores. She has one at eBay, and she has one on Etsy, and she has a YouTube channel. So please, check it out. Going to try just in time for the... But yeah, so everybody, like I said, when I do a giveaway from now on, it'll include a bead or a hank. It'll just be your choice. The hanks will be 6x6. It seems like most people are more into the lanyard beads. I will be making them not for sale ever. So don't ask me to sell you one. I can't do it. But if you're a creator or you've been here with me since the get-go, let me know if you want one. Just don't get mad at the time constraints because it'll get sent to you at some point eventually, maybe one day, possibly, who knows. But yeah, besides that, Polywalk, yeah, it's a shame that I can't have pockets that hold the amount of stuff. Well, I'm saying that, but we had Bluminati Ninja in here earlier. I don't know if he still is. But that guy will blow your mind on what he puts in his pockets. Oh my god. He must wear those Duluth trading pants every day or something because he's got 227 knives, 4 pry bars, 8 cell phones, 2 cameras, a DSLR. He keeps a moped in his back pocket. Yeah, it's impressive. I think he even keeps a forge in one of his cargo pockets. Exactly, Fook. Derek is on Instagram, Kelly. He certainly is. Mick has some pocket. Why won't this arrow move? Can't see what Mick is trying to say. I hate YouTube. Oh, speaking of, once I can get some free time and I don't have... Oh, you forgot about the moped? It's one of those older ones. It's like a Honda Passport, too. I have respect for it, man. I really do. Don't throw it in the washing machine this time. Remember what happened last time? I wear tactical pants so I can carry all my gears. Adventure 50, yeah, I mean, I'm a jean guy, unfortunately. Like that, I don't like cargo pants. I'll wear cargo shorts, I guess, in the summer. But even getting me to wear shorts is borderline impossible. Yes, Kathleen, he was talking about the 511 tactical pants. Yep, which are great pants. A little pricey, but you get what you pay for nowadays. Let's be real. But yeah, I pretty much stick to like 3 different pants companies. Like I like Barbell, I like my American Eagle jeans, and I don't know what the other one is, but I have another pair of something somewhere. But yeah, I'm very picky with my jeans because so many jean companies now make those skinny jeans that I'm sorry, I can't do that. No. LAPG pants. What is that, like LA, like Los Angeles Pro Golfer? I've never heard of that. I'll have to check them out. Extra pockets for knives is always good, though. Like I said, Kelly White had shipped me the best 5th pocket carry ever, and I don't care what anybody says. It's too little. No, 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 no. Fook, my other pants might be Wranglers. I'm not sure. Or Levi's or something. But whatever they are, they have that stretch denim, which kind of need. Exactly. No skinny jeans. That stuff is whack. The generation after me or 2 after me, whatever it is. Because I am, once again, older than I look. Brian F., they're the way to go, huh? Comfort carry 8 to 10 knives a day. Holy sh... Whew. My pry, tourniquet, and a pew-pew. I find my most comfortable pew, we'll say, is that G17. And that's not a very comfortable pew to carry. But I did get a We the People holster for it. And I will say, with the way they make it, it's not too bad. Especially because I appendix carry. But yeah. Men in skinny jeans, just no. Fook, thank you. And to everybody that mirrors that sentiment, thank you. I don't understand that trend. I don't know if it's still a trend, but yes. Mine is my G43X. Well, Mick, you already know how I feel about that. I like that too. I don't have the X always, but the one thing I had to throw on my regular 43 was that the Hogue, the rubber grip thing. It's only like this big, but it makes it wider, kind of like the 43X is. Because I noticed and granted it's only a 9, but when shooting for a while with just the 43, it's skinny and it just becomes uncomfortable constantly pushing up against there. But the X is great. But then I look at the 26 and the 43X and I'm like, 26 is great too. There's not much of a difference between the two of them. Pending debit charge. $1.99. Oh, somebody just got paid from me. I don't know who. But hope you enjoy it. Ron Dobbins, what's going on? Help with gadgets, wear skinny jeans. Mr. Eddie, can you ban him now? No, let's take away help with gadgets. No more remove a standard moderator. I'm not going to do that. We're not going into absolute pandemonium like last week. Derek for real, Adventure 50. I check those out. Cargo pants, aka hunting pants, aka BDUs. I've run out of. Old Man on the Ridge. I will say this: for just basic cargo pants, I worked at that red and khaki store you know, the little circle with the little dot in the middle when I was a kid. And all my pants for that place came from Aeropostale. And I will say that I'll give them credit. They were cheapish and they had a lot of pockets and they were good cargo pants. They didn't fall apart or anything. And those are the same pants I used to take hunting. So, it is what it is. Magwell is a great accessory for the 9X19. I'm trying to think of the Magwell I have on mine, Mick. I don't know who made it. I think I just got it off eBay, if I'm being honest, for like cheap. But it's aluminum and it does the job. So, and it looks kind of cool. Actually, right now I'm building a 20/21 with the conversion to 10 mil to 45, 45 to 10 mil, I should say, barrel. And who said they're going to sleep? Was that Mr. Eddie? All right, Mr. Eddie, I fixed the flag for you. I hope you have a great night. Thank you for stopping in. Seriously. And like I said, after Blade Show, I'll probably be annoying you. Because if you guys didn't know, Mr. Eddie makes some really cool stuff. You should check out his channel on Instagram. Makes really, really cool stuff. Very unique, too. His style stands out. And like I said earlier, I really like that. Kaleb, did I want some stickers? Sure. Once again, my stickers will be here soon, hopefully. I'm hoping before Blade Show. But I'll be sending them out to as many people as I can. I'm ordering just 200 for now. I'm going to try to at least bring 20, 30 with me to Blade Show. But everybody else, they'll be getting shipped out. Whether it be you and Blue, Barbie and Rolf, Help with Gadgets, every channel that I can think of. Just Dark Water, Bees. Probably won't send any to MC. Not that he doesn't have a big channel or anything. It just seems like, what's the point? I'm going to bounce. I'll see you later. All right, Polywog Apocalypse, thank you for stopping in. We'll only be here for another 24 minutes anyway, so thank you. But yes, Twisted, absolutely. I like how aluminum shows its age. Yeah, me too. This is aluminum scales. Bam. And it's got that great spring. Granted, you know what state I live in, and they go, oh, this is in my fifth pocket every day. Don't care. As long as you're not doing anything stupid, nobody has a reason to know what's in your pocket. I feel the same way about the Second Amendment. Don't do anything stupid. Let's see. I could use a few for our giveaway. Twisted Sis. Absolutely. That's one thing I try to make sure I have for the giveaways, guys, is other channel stickers. Not just to bulk up the packaging. It's so, oh, I didn't even think about this channel. You know, that type of thing. You want to show support for everybody you can, especially for the people that help you. And like I said, people like Blade Walker, Derek For Real, Barbie, Rolf, Dragoon, Legion Steel, Bando, Titanium Justin. Mick is constantly putting my name out there. More than I do. He's just a good guy. Hey, we can carry automatic knives now? At least that's progress. Well, we can carry en masse. We can carry these guys. Because they used to be completely banned. No. I put knives in here before the show, and I didn't put them all in here, I guess. Oh, yeah, I did. I put this one in here. But yeah, we can carry these en masse now, the OTFs, because we used to have to, if you did carry one, it had to be under 2 inches, which is, what's the point? But yeah, we're not supposed to carry out the sides. Don't forget, yes, Brian, BEDC. How can I forget Brian? Brian, Knives and Gear, Ronnie. I've been fortunate enough to be able to talk to a lot of you guys, and this community is so helpful, giving, uh, and there's a lot less negativity than you find in most of the little YouTube cliques out there, little communities, whether it be especially politics. Granted, I'm in a lot of those ones. um, but it's toxic out there. Uh, Even the shoe community, talk to people. Oh, these, that's this, that's that. Oh, you don't get that. I mean, what's cool about the knife community is you could have a $30 knife, or you could have, you know, a $250 knife, or I don't know, a full custom, or a $300 some odd dollar knife, or $100 knife. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, and that's what's cool. Then you don't get shit on for not having a $1,000 brand new knife. You don't have you don't have the newest this or that. People don't seem to care. What's cool is they'll tell you, oh, it's worth checking out. Oh, you have never handled a Herman? If you ever get the chance, check it out. Knowing that most people aren't going to drop $2,700 on a knife, or $1,500 on a knife, but somebody might go out and spend. What were these? I think these were 80. Like, somebody might go out and spend $80. So it's like you have these tiers. Granted, and we're not talking about gas station stuff. Also in a car community, I take my car to car shows. Oh, Ron, what do you drive? I'm surprised we've never got into that, honestly, because definitely do a lot of car stuff. Actually, anybody that knows anybody that's into Subaru stuff, I got a turbo Subaru engine for sale and a 5-speed transmission. Just saying. It's an EJ 257. It's a good engine. But yeah. Exactly. You got a ZR1 Corvette? What generation is it? Because I will always say my favorite, I'll never be able to afford one probably, is the C7s. I love the C7s. Not a big fan of the C8 looks. I'm a fan of what they can do. McRange is out of here? Hey, I didn't even see that. I just see bye, Mick. Gotta run and pick up my son. See you guys later. All right, Mick. Drive safe, please. Knives in your pocket every day. Yeah, I mean, there are people around that shove. I mean, what? The other day I had 250, 350, 250. Oh, I had some money in my pocket. I had like $1,000 in knives just carrying it around. And then there's days I carry around a 30. I have 3 knives on me that don't add up to 250. And most of the time I'm just as happy as I could possibly be. Whether I had, like I said, the brand new Herman that's out, or the brand new Shirogorov, or I have the brand new QSP. Doesn't matter. Ron, me and my buddy used to too. He had a MS3 on nitrous and like 42 pounds of boost. And that's a little 4-cylinder. Really, that's a Dizzy, I think they call that motor, DISI, the Mazda speed motor. But yeah, that stupid little car was it was a 9-second car. It would do like 9.45 every weekend. We'd go to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. No, New Hampshire Motor Sports Park, which is the drag strip. But yeah, a lot of street racing too. And then, actually, right now, the same person has an F-150, and it's not even the V8. This is what gets me. Those stupid little twin-turbo V6s that Ford makes. He's putting down 800 at the wheels right now. So I don't even know how much crank horsepower that is, but it's probably around 1,000, if not more. because you have such drivetrain loss nowadays, especially with a 10-speed transmission. It's insane. Your first car was one of those Eagle Talons. It's crazy that you say that because obviously Mitsubishi and Eagle and Pontiac all work together, and Dodge all work together. I mean, they all shared the 3.0 V6, the 2.4 turbo that was in the, what was that? That was the first gen Eclipses. I had a 2.4 turbo and a Pontiac Sunfire with the heads off of the 2.4 Mitsubishi because there was a different, they ran at different pressure heads because one was turbo, one was naturally aspirated, but they had the same block. And yeah, I like car stuff. If you ever want to talk cars, I'm always into it. We did a lot of running from the cops. Hey, you know you didn't. You allegedly did a lot of running from the cops. And the compatible parts all started with the luxurious K cars. Who had a K car? A little itty bitty K car? I want one of those stupid little, like, what is it, the high jets? The little ones they use in Japan for flatbeds. They're like 2 foot by 2 foot with like an 800cc motor in it. It was a Diamond Star Engineering. It was Diamond Star Engineering. Yeah. Street racing is a story I could tell you from the streets of LA back in the early 80s. I had an 86 Dodge. I hate the little Aries K. What a heap of junk it was, too. I had a lot of cool cars in my day. Like right now, one of the trucks I have a turbo for it, but I'm about to do a big long trick with it, so I might just put on some headers, make it sound nice for the trip, and that's it. That's just a, Chevy V8. But it does horrible gas mileage. Horrible. So it's like maybe I'll put a small turbo on it to get some extra, not power, just, make it a little bit better on gas. By small, I mean a 64, 68. Or I could take the turbo off the Subaru and put that on there. I wonder how that would react. Probably not good without a good tune. I can always see. But I'd have to have more than like 2 days without rain. It's been raining and on. We don't go 3 days without rain. And I need to boost that truck in the air. I need to do lots of work before my trip. I'd like to check out the leaf springs, the shackles on the leaf springs, get that all good. Check my, liquids, my oils, and stuff like that. Maybe toss a new battery in it, just in case. Fook, we all did. I had an 87 Camaro RS SS with a 305. Clapped out. But boy, did I like that car. It was cool looking. Those Camaros, they're going for big bucks nowadays, which is what kills me, because when I was like 16, 17, you could pick them up under $1,000 all day. Same thing with the Trans Ams for those years. All the way up to like, what, 93? Even when did they change the Camaro to the, not the body style they have now, right before they stopped making them for a while. They did the 5.7, and then I think in 04 they did a anniversary edition. They did a 454 in the Catfish, or the Catfish, whatever the hell they were called, Camaros. They were ugly. They could hammer if you got the 454. Chris Fix, of course I know him. That other guy's right in Massachusetts too, the guy that does all the Tesla crap. I want to check him out. When the wind blew, the Persian changed lanes. I mean, the Sunfire was like that. It looked aerodynamic. Anybody out there work with like aerodynamics? Because that's something I do not understand. It's like, I swear, the more aerodynamic a car looks, the more drag it has, and the more its coefficient is off. And like, you take a Corvette, looks like it should slice through the air. They actually have horrific aerodynamic. Well, up until the newer, like, C5, C6, I guess. But the C4, that was like a brick through air. And it just doesn't make sense. It looks like it's, the classic wedge shape. You'd think it would just cut through it. Nope. Doug DeMuro lives too far from me. Yeah. I mean, I don't ever expect to meet Doug DeMuro. I have a cousin that met Jay Leno at one of the car shows around here, I believe. Well, no. That might have been towards the Cape or something like that. Either way. My buddy's dad used to drive this little Triumph TR7 that he loved. And those are cool cars, the Spitfires and stuff. Those were cool. But European cars always annoyed me because they use such small, tiny little engines. Granted, I know things like Bentley and companies like that, they use obnoxiously large engines. But they're sporty cars. Even like Jaguar and, like I said, or Maserati, they used pretty small engines up until the more modern stuff. But yeah, Kathleen Smith. I'm just as happy carrying a $20 Adventure 50. That's what's so cool about knives. Like, the barrier to entry is so low. It's not like that really anywhere else. Whether it be dirt bikes, quads, cars, houses, instruments. I was born in Boston. My mom grew up in Fields. Ron, I think we had talked about that. Yes. In Boston. Your cousin from Boston. But yeah, I love cars, so if you want to talk, we can talk cars all day. Or bikes. I got motorcycles and stuff. Knives, though. This is a knife channel. We can remember that. Sort of. I mean, I guess you could call it that. But yeah, I mean, someone that's just getting into knives is going to be just as happy carrying this, knowing at the end of the day that it is D2, which D2 is one of those steels that are kind of tricky to heat treat, I will say that. Or they could carry a $70 knife. That'll probably be like the next step up. Well, no, because you could get a QSP Penguin for what? What's the cheapest you can get into a QSP Penguin? Like $30, right? Like, how can you go wrong with that? It's such a slicey little knife. It's got a good thick spine. I haven't tried their Glide Lock yet, even though I'm foaming at the mouth too, in all honesty. But I like liner locks. The Caviezo ones, I was just looking at one on sale for Amazon. I'm in Massachusetts. I can't do Amazon. Burkles, you like that? This guy? And nice to see you, by the way. Hey, guys, Burkles has a channel as well. Let's do this. Burkles, I'm going to make you a mod. If you could drop it. Do some really cool Cerakote stuff, guys. Whether it be on knives, motorcycle frames, like really cool out of the box stuff. Really, he makes some colors that really pop. And did you end up doing that giveaway, Burkles? No, was it no, it wasn't a giveaway. You were selling the Freddy Krueger knife, right? Yeah, that's why I said that, Burkles. I won a Penguin from Iowa AK that Jimmy Crow modified. Hey, Twisted Sis, I won a Penguin from Iowa AK that Jimmy modified too. That's where I won this. That was my first ever win, was Iowa AK. Hey, brother, I love you and everybody else in the chat, but I've been sitting too long and I'm starting to stiffen up. I got to get a bunch of sanding and cutting done. I got to go. Hit me up after the stream. Will do, Derek. Take it easy, bro. Enjoy yourself. Don't put your face too close to the saw blade. Just saying. But yeah, Burkles, I really like this. They're worth checking out. It's a $70 knife, and it's made by Rosecraft. It's in AR RPM 9. Great steel. I know when they're closed, they look a little funny, and I admit that. But this knife, I expected to hate. I want it, and boy, is it a great knife. I carry this almost daily. If not, I do carry it daily. I always have this knife. It makes a really good sound opening and closing. I'm not a big fan of plunge locks, and this one has been super duper solid. This gets a 5 out of 5 for me. It really does. Fook, just give me a call. Ghostbusters? But yeah, not all plunge locks are created equal. They did a pretty good job at this one at North Mountain, but I will say it's not my favorite. But this one, they killed it. They really, really killed it. And it's not a popular knife, and I feel like it should have been. That's like, I'm not the biggest frame lock guy, but Marshall's designs, number one, are ridiculous. He does some really cool designs, and now that he has Legion Steel to put them out with, it's really cool. Granted, I don't know who the manufacturer is of these, and I don't want to know. I don't care, because whoever did it did a great job. I tried the new Foss Cougar. I like the button lock. It's springy. Oh, I was just going to say, talking about springy locks, that's kind of like a button lock, or like a Vanker lock, or whatever. This has a nice springy button. And this is another knife that did not get enough attention. This is the Riot PLXT. They go for around 100 to 110 depending on the website. And if you guys are looking for a discount at White Mountain Knives, please use the code 1776 Steel, as in blade steel, not like that's mine. But yeah, popularity, I guess, doesn't make knives. And these two really are, they steal the show, because either of them are really as popular as I believe they should have been. And they're great. Which one's that, Twisted? The blue? You like that? I kind of would figure that. Do you like more drop point or sheep? Alright, so Tonto is my favorite blade shape. A good Tonto, like... this guy, and or this guy, like a traditional style Tonto, is my favorite blade shape. I'm not the biggest fan of like these type of Tontos. I like a nice flat surface, but I guess you'd consider this kind of like a Tonto too. And this is a very cool knife. This will be getting its own video soon and possibly given away. Most likely given away. But yes, this is my absolute favorite blade shape. And then it would be a battle for second place, I guess, between something like that, a modified sheep's foot, or a Warney, I guess. Fan of the drop point. Dark water after we're done here? Sure. Guys, dark water is on in 2 minutes, so let's wrap this up. If there is anybody out there, like I said, any creators out there looking for, I got a list right now, don't get me wrong, so you will be waiting probably a couple weeks. But if you're looking for a lanyard bead, I do not sell them. You will either win one on a giveaway, or if you've been with me since the get-go. That's the only way to get one, is a giveaway. Or if you've been with me since the get-go, you can hit me up. I will not sell you one. I will make you one in whatever colors you desire, but just let me know, and I will shape it for you. The person that won my Jimmy Crow giveaway last week, his is shaped really cool, because he asked me to, and that's That's all you need to hear. But if you want one, let me know. But besides that, guys, I'm going to give everybody a goodbye and say thank you. Expect some content coming out this week. I am sorry I have been lacking on that, but I've just been sick. And besides that, I hope everybody has a great day. If you need me, you know how to get in touch with me. But stay sharp out there. Have a great night.